Hey trappers, what's up? It's Trap Barbie here. Do me a favor and like, subscribe, and comment on this video. And so, I'm answering questions that were submitted to me via my Instagram. And here are some of the questions. Well, these are all the questions that were appropriate enough for me to answer on my channel. And there's only 5. So I will be dropping a video once a week, every month for the rest of 2022. Sometimes you guys will get 2 videos a week. And this is the place to subscribe if you really want to get to know more of my personality, if you want to engage with who I am as a person, if you want to learn things about me that you can't find on any other social media channel. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. And thanks for everybody who submitted questions, because if you didn't, I'd have no way to make this video. So the first question is, are you single? Why are you single? So I'm living life and focused on myself and working on things that I need to work on. I do have people in my life, but the reason why I'm not like super focused on any one person or a situation is because I feel like sometimes relationships can be a distraction for me personally from what I'm trying to do. Because, if there's drama or the person just starts getting on my nerves or like whatever the case may be, then sometimes I'm not as focused on the things that I need to do for myself. Like I might still be getting those things done, but my productivity is lessened because I'm letting this situation affect how focused I am on my goals. And this year for me is a year that I intend on being very goal oriented and very focused on things that I want to do to improve my life and better myself, rather than focusing on romantic interests and things like that. Because the truth of the matter for me is, in my early 20s, like 18, 19 as well, I was very concerned with dating. Like, my focus was like, oh, this person likes me, I really like this person. And to be honest, like, it's no shade to people in relationships, but like, one thing that I've come to find out is like, I don't want to be distracted, and I care more about accomplishing my personal goals, and that is my priority, rather than slowing down or working around someone else's growth pattern and the things that they're focused on. I'd rather just focus on myself, my music, modeling, my social media, brand deals, things like that, shoots. I'd rather focus on those things and my YouTube as well than to be distracted at all this year. I mean, people are always going to exist. You feel me? So if, next year I change my mind, or, the year after that, it's not like there's not going to still be people in the world that, are out there. So that's just kind of where I'm at. And I think it took a lot of growth for me because I was always like seeing someone, like, even if I wasn't in a relationship per se and there was no title, like, I was always seeing someone, because I've never really been super concerned about a title. Because, like, people cheat with the title. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really like define anything to me. But you know, it's been a lot of situationships. That's what I'll call it. A few relationships, but a lot of situationships. And for me, I just feel like it was almost always a distraction and not the right timing for the people that I really liked. And I don't really feel like backtracking anymore, like seeing where things would go with people I've already dated. So, you know, I gotta keep it all running, focus on myself, and that's kind of where I'm at with things right now. So, next question. What's your favorite position? So, I want to be very clear on this and very specific. My favorite position is the one where someone is digging into their wallet and handing me $100 bills that equate to at least $500. So that is my favorite position. For the person who asked that question, great question. My favorite position is, you know, and I don't even gotta ask for it. That's my favorite position. When it's just money falling into my hand, you know, that has to be a favorite for me. The others are all second best in comparison to the one where the money is just falling into my hand, just like, you know. Okay, anyway, on to the next question. How tall are you? So I'm technically 5'1.5", but I always tell people I'm 5'2" because that's like a lot. Like, who wants to sit there and be like, oh, I'm 5'1.5"? Like, nah, I'm not exactly 5'2", but I'm 5'1.5". Like, nobody really cares. I'm about to round up. I'm 5'2". So that's how tall I am. People often think I'm taller because of my pictures, but nah, I'm short. Why are you so damn fine? Well, I'd like to say it's genetics as far as my face goes, you know. Because I have not had any work done on my face. I've gotten lip fillers before, but the last round of lip fillers that I got, I'm pretty sure that they're like, I don't know, not expired, but metabolized, because like they only last like, I think up to 9 months. So I think the last time I got them was like over a year ago. So pretty much gone. But I have gotten lip fillers, but they're not permanent. So I've never gotten any work like on my face. I've never gotten Botox, but that's also filler, that's not permanent. But yeah. What made you want to get work done? You were always one of the most beautiful girls I know. This comes from someone I know in real life that met me quite a while ago, about 10 years ago. And there's a lot of different things that go into why I decided to get work done. One of the things is that I'm a firm believer in making decisions that make me happy, you know, regardless of whether other people agree with them or not. And I think the biggest thing for me was I really felt like I needed to do something for myself, and the opportunity had presented itself. And I had big, you know, top area before. I had big breasts before, but I had naturally really heavy breast tissue. And that was something that I kind of always knew because I was like a size C, I think. And even when I went in for my consultation, like, the doctor was like, well, you naturally have really heavy breast tissue, so you will get a lot of sagging like prematurely. And my doctor, for all of my breast augmentation besides the last one where I got a reduction, is Dr. Dennis Doss in Beverly Hills. He's an amazing doctor. He's very, very caring and very nice. And I feel like since I went to a different doctor for the last procedure, that I can say he's very attentive when it comes to aftercare and things like that. And I've never had any complications with him. I did have complications with the breast reduction that I had, which was a completely different doctor. So yeah, I just wanted my breasts to be perkier, and I wanted to just be in love with my body. And I have a history of ED, which is like eating disorders, and I've always had different self-conscious things going on with me. Like, my weight has always yo-yoed since I was younger. It's just been up and down, up and down. And I have like just always had issues with like self-esteem. I didn't get anything done on my face because I felt like I naturally had good features facially, and a lot of people gave me compliments on my body before I got surgery and said I had a really nice body. But I guess for me, it was more about finding happiness with my body myself. And there's nothing wrong with being natural. I don't think I looked bad naturally. I also don't think there's anything wrong with getting plastic surgery if it's a good time for somebody and it's a good time in their life to do so. I would just encourage everybody to do their research and find a doctor that you like, and be really clear about the results that you want in your consultation with your surgeon, because everybody wants to look different. Like, I personally wanted to look exaggerated when I got my boobs done. Like, I didn't want them to look natural because, I mean, it just wasn't what I was going for. I just felt like, why would I sit under this big bright light and this anesthesia? Why would I sit under this big bright light, get this anesthesia, and get cut open if I wanted to look natural? Especially because I already was like, by the time I got my consultation for my breast augmentation, I was already like a D cup. So I knew what natural D cup boobs looked like because I had them. So I didn't want my boobs to look natural. That was never like my goal, because I never really had small breasts, and so I knew what large natural breasts look like. So I wanted some very dramatic, perky breasts. That's what I was going for. And that's pretty much what I did. And I've actually had 3 breast augmentations. I will get into the details of those in a later video, but the last breast augmentation I had was a reduction. So yeah, I wanted my work to look dramatic. I like kind of a Barbie look, I guess you could say. I didn't really want it to look natural. And I think, like I said just a little bit earlier, when people go in for consultations and to talk to plastic surgeons, it's very important to be specific about what you want. Like, I also want a BBL, and I mostly want the BBL for a few different reasons I'll go into in a later video. But I mostly want the BBL because I feel like it is, I don't know, it's gonna be cute. But I don't want a really natural looking BBL. Like, I don't want to not have thighs because I've always had thighs. I don't want to not have hips because I've always had hips. But I want it to be noticeable and extra plump and all that. And I think some people want to look more natural or have more seamless work done. And I think there's a fine line between the two. You can have something look dramatic and still look somewhat natural, or have people question like it could be natural rather than like, oh, for sure that's not natural. Or you can have something look really natural, but I think it really just depends on what look you're going for. And I knew what look I had in mind when I got my work done, and I did not want my breasts to look the same. So that's why I got work done. And I've also been in the industry and had big social media followings since I was younger. I don't think the social media thing really influenced my decision because I was getting still like a lot of compliments and a lot of followers and stuff on social media. And I'd get compliments in real life as well, like now even. And I think it was more maybe seeing myself on camera from different angles with my natural breasts was kind of like eye-opening as to it not looking how I wanted it to look, because certain angles are not the best angles, and I was like, I think I want to change that. So I did what I did. I'm happy with the decision, and yeah. But as I said before, thank you guys for sending in the Q&A. I don't know why I'm so tongue-tied today and I can't get any words out, but thank you guys for sending in the Q&A questions. I have another video coming up later this week, and I do have another one dropping next week. So subscribe, like, and comment, and have a good day. Bye, trappers.